From celebrities to global organizations, it seems like symbols and imagery connected to hidden agendas are everywhere. Let's dive deep and explore these details together. First up, let's talk about the hoodie Jay-Z and Ellen DeGeneres were spotted wearing. At first glance, it's just a white hoodie, right? But take a closer look and you'll notice a design resembling the bloody face of Wilson, the volleyball from Castaway. Wilson in the movie represents isolation, despair, and ultimately a loss of humanity. Could this be a subtle reference to dehumanization? And why are powerful people like these two sporting such bizarre imagery? Coincidence or something else? Next, we have the Starbucks logo. It's one of the most recognizable symbols in the world, but its design has roots in ancient mythology. The two-tailed siren has been linked to Merovingian bloodlines and occult practices. Some theories even connect this imagery to figures like abraxas and other astronomic symbols found in old texts and statues. What's the connection here? Are these just marketing choices, or is there something more sinister being normalized through everyday branding? Now, on to something even more puzzling, the famous Oreo cookie design. Have you ever looked closely at it? It's not just about a sweet treat. Many people have pointed out connections between its design and Freemasonry symbols, zodiac wheels, and the double cross often tied to satanic imagery. Is it just an aesthetic choice, or does it carry hidden meanings? The geometry and patterns certainly spark curiosity. Then there is the Monster Energy logo. Many claim its claw-like symbol resembles the Hebrew letter Vav, which has a numerical value of 6. 3 claws could be interpreted as 666, coupled with the tagline, "Unleash the Beast." It's hard not to wonder if there is something intentional behind it. These details don't just pop up by accident, do they? And let's not forget the WikiLeaks emails that surfaced years ago, hinting at coded messages involving pizza and hot dogs. Many people believe these terms are part of a larger, darker story. Phrases like sacrifice night and references to strange rituals make you question what's going on behind closed doors. Are these emails misunderstood, or do they point to something deeply unsettling? Let's shift to Hollywood. The infamous Black Eye Club has photos of several celebrities, political figures, and influential people with unexplained bruises around one eye. Barack Obama, the Pope, Kanye West, and others are included in this bizarre trend. Some believe it's linked to secret initiations or rituals within elite circles. The photos are real, but the question is, why does this keep happening and what does it signify? In the music and entertainment industry, hand gestures and symbols also play a huge role. The eye gesture, where one eye is obscured while the other is highlighted, is frequently seen in magazine covers and public appearances. This has long been associated with the all-seeing eye, a symbol tied to the Illuminati and control. Why are so many celebrities using this symbol? Is it a nod to secret societies, or are they just trolling conspiracy theorists? Speaking of the all-seeing eye, let's talk about the Beatles. Did you know their album covers and promotional photos have symbols linked to occultism? Aleister Crowley, a controversial figure in occult history, even appears on their S.C.T. Pepper's album. Were the Beatles just being edgy, or were they signaling something deeper? Then there is the butterfly symbolism tied to MK Ultra and alleged mind control programs. Monarch butterflies in particular are often seen in photo shoots involving celebrities like Beyonce, Britney Spears, and Lady Gaga. This imagery, combined with themes of fragmentation and duality, makes many people question if it's a subtle reference to control personas or split identities. Let's move to the Barbie Baphomet doll. It's unsettling to say the least. The blending of a children's toy with the image of Baphomet, a figure often tied to occult practices, raises eyebrows. Why mix innocence with such dark imagery? Is it a shock value, or is it normalization? And how can we overlook Marina Abramović? Known for her spirit cooking events, her art often blurs the line between performance and ritual. One infamous photo shows her with Lady Gaga at an event involving a human-shaped cake smeared with what looks like blood. Is it just art or something more? Why do so many celebrities flock to these controversial gatherings? Now, royalty is not exempt from scrutiny either. A peculiar portrait of King Charles features a butterfly near his shoulder. Butterflies again, linked to transformation and control, seem to pop up in the strangest places. Why include it in such a formal setting? Could it symbolize hidden messages about power and change? The World Health Organization's logo also raises questions. The staff and serpent imagery in their emblem have been compared to symbols of Baphomet. While the design has roots in Greek mythology and medicine, some people believe its use in a global health context signals something more covert. Even animated shows like The Simpsons have been dragged into these discussions. The show has eerily predicted several global events, including the pandemic. One image even shows the term coronavirus on a banner long before the outbreak. Are these coincidences, or is there something more to these uncanny predictions? Moving to fashion, Kim Kardashian's photo in black and red body paint sparked controversy. Critics claim the imagery resembles ritualistic symbolism, especially when paired with themes of rebirth or transformation. Is this just avant-garde fashion, or does it hint at something darker? Add to this the peculiar performances at elite events like the Met Gala. Look at the outfits that mimic religious or occult imagery. Why are these themes so popular? From crowns that resembles halos to dresses that imitate dark Gothic designs, these artistic choices seem to echo deeper symbolic meanings. Could it all be about pushing boundaries, or is there a hidden agenda at play? Speaking of performances, think back to Lady Gaga's Super Bowl halftime show. Many viewers noticed the heavy use of triangles, an iconic symbol linked to the Illuminati. From her entrance to the way the lights were shaped, these coincidences are hard to ignore. Are these just artistic elements, or do they send a deliberate message? Then there is the persistent symbolism in children's media. Disney movies, for example, often feature characters or scenes that mimic occult themes. From the Lion King's sky writings to mysterious symbols in The Little Mermaid, these details have fueled countless theories. Are they Easter eggs meant to entertain adults, or is there more to them? Even architecture is not free from scrutiny. Structures like the Denver International Airport are filled with murals and statues that many interpret as ominous or linked to secret societies. The iconic Blue Horse statue, often called Lucifer, with glowing red eyes, adds an eerie vibe to the location. Why include such peculiar features in an international airport? Looking at tech companies, we find similar patterns. The Apple logo, a bitten apple, has been linked to biblical tales of forbidden knowledge. While this might seem like a stretch, it's another example of how people tie everyday imagery to hidden meanings. Could this be another layer of normalization? Lastly, consider the global reach of these symbols. From the dollar bill's pyramid and eye design to corporate logos with hidden shapes and meanings, it's evident these patterns are widespread. Whether you believe in these theories or not, the repetition of these themes in influential places cannot be overlooked. What's the purpose of using such imagery on a global scale? Is this simply for design aesthetics, or is there a deeper psychological play at work? As we continue to explore these examples, it becomes clear that these symbols aren't isolated occurrences. From government institutions to pop culture, there's a thread that ties them together. The question is, why? Are these symbols meant to desensitize us, or are they part of larger narrative that we're only beginning to uncover? This isn't about believing every theory, but about asking questions and staying curious. The more we look, the more we find, and it's up to us to connect the dots or not. What do you think? If you enjoyed this deep dive into hidden symbolism, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Your engagement helps us to keep exploring the stories behind the symbols. Stay safe out there, and see you next time.